Hello friends, this is Anupam here. Today we are going to learn about sales process. Let's see what is the sales process. And before we learn about the sales process, let's understand what is a process. So general belief is that only operations, production or service people require process. For example, in a bank branch, if you go there are tellers who give cash and they follow a process. You give a check, they tally your signature, they check your account balance, and then they take out cash, make entry in their register, and then give you cash and then record the same in the account, take a signature and all. This is a process. So similarly, in a production environment, you go to for example, a car company, you will see a process being followed on the conveyor belt to prepare a car. So typically we feel, or the belief is that these are the activities where a process is to be followed. And for sales, I mean, there can be no process. Sales is a thing which happens naturally. People are naturally born talented, or people are natural salesmen. They don't require to follow a process because it's so much environmental, it's so much situational, as and when the customer responds accordingly, you have to respond, etc. I think it's a completely wrong notion. Completely wrong notion. Every successful salesperson follows a process. And sales is as much a process oriented thing as any other activity in an organization. So, what is a process? Process is nothing but a set of routine which becomes a habit. Set of routine. Routine means any activity which you do every day or regularly. So, set of routine. So, set of activities which you perform every day. And if you keep on performing it every day, it becomes a habit. Starts coming naturally to you. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to bother about it. You don't have to plan about it. It comes naturally to you. So that's a process, right? So once you've understood the process, why should we follow a process? So there are several reasons. First of all, it organizes our work. That means we know exactly stepwise what all we have to perform, what all we have to do. So you don't have to kind of discover every day in the morning that, okay, what am I supposed to do today? Right? And in fact, it sounds very simple, but once you start thinking about it, it means a lot of inefficiency. It means a lot of loss of productivity. So first is it organizes our work. We exactly know what are we supposed to do on day-to-day basis, and therefore we are able to plan it well. Second is it improves productivity. It improves our output. How? A, because we are following a process, we are following a set of routine, we learn. So we improve by learning. So every step that we follow, we improve on that because of repetitive learning. And therefore we bring in more efficiency and more effectiveness in our work. And because we know the steps are to be performed, we know how these steps are to be performed, and we have improved how to perform the steps. Therefore, it also reduces the chances of error. For example, I'll go back to that bank cashier's example again. Cashier knows that he has to count the note every time before giving it to the customers, and he has to make the entry in the system. He has to tally the signature, right? So all 3-4 steps he knows and he follows one after another, and therefore the probability of a cashier giving a wrong doing a wrong transaction is very less, so long as he's following the process. If he's not following the process, there are shortcuts adopted, then there is a probability of making a mistake. Next item is it gives us confidence. We as a worker gives us confidence. We as an employee gives us confidence to know what we are doing is right. So every situation, every work that we do is not a simple input, process and output kind of a situation. Like in production, you can do that you put some input, you perform certain activities and the desired output you will get. But in jobs where people are involved, where you have to have interact with the people like sales or service, etc., it's not as linear, as simple a relationship as it sounds. So therefore it's very important for the employees to believe that they're doing the right things, and that confidence comes from following a process. Similarly, customers also get a confidence that we know our job. If we are following a process, we are doing it repetitively, we have learned how to do it, we have mastered how to do it. Customers also feel good. They feel that they are dealing with somebody who's knowledgeable, who's experienced, and therefore it gives them confidence also. Each organization may have a defined process for all the activities, or their own tailor-made process. That is, some activity may be done in a different way in one organization than from other organization, but the core remain the same. The core of a sales process in every organization remains the same. Now, coming back to the sales process, now as we have understood the process part of it, coming back to the sales process can typically be divided into 4 parts. First is identifying the customers. So that is prospecting the customer and qualifying the customer for your product. Then communicating with the customer. That involves meeting the customer, pitching the product, and closing the deal. Then onboarding the customer. Once the deal has been closed, the process doesn't end there. Then you have to get the customer onboarded onto the product and help the customer start using the product. And then an additional thing which I have added here is reporting. I also feel it's a part of the process. It's not something which is beyond process. It's still a part of the process. Whatever activities we have done, that needs to be reported in CRM or otherwise to your supervisors and in the system, etc. So these are the 4 key elements of a sales process. And if we are able to learn, use, and master these 4 elements of the process, I think our probability of success in sales will increase multifold. So friends, this was the introduction about the sales process. In the coming modules, we'll see each one of them in detail and learn how to master them. Thank you.